Hello again, Susanna here, your angel intuitive, intimacy intuitive, and spiritual guidance counselor. And this is another question I get frequently because so often in response to questions or life experiences, we always go into self-love, loving ourselves and starting from that base because we tend to move forward faster. We feel better in life. We do better in life if we love ourselves. And I'll apologize for all the planes because apparently this time of day they changed the route, and I'm not far from the airport. So during the day, when it's too bright to be out, it's perfectly quiet. So we're going to discuss this one. So what is self-love? You know, is it conceit? Is it ego? Is it let me think. What was one person, what did someone call it? Oh, just selfishness, being selfish. That was the word I couldn't think of. But we're used to, when you say you love each other, or you love each other, love yourself. Well, you gotta love yourself so you can love each other. It's egotistical, it's narcissistic, it's, whatever, but actually no, it's the exact opposite. It's alignment of your soul. Sorry, mosquitoes. It's removing yourself from pain, from discomfort, from abuse. Because, and when I say that, it's like when people get into abusive situations, usually, and you'll say usually, in most cases, people allow it to happen because they don't feel worthy. They don't feel like they deserve any better, or they feel like they deserve it because they're not good enough or whatever. But as soon as people start to love themselves, it's so much easier for them to escape a negative situation or a violent or abusive situation, whether it be emotional or physical abuse. And we can go into some stuff there too. Personal experience, because I've been getting more comments on that. People want to hear more personal stuff because I don't know, I guess that makes it more real. So my personal experience, I was in a physically abusive relationship years ago, and I knew it wasn't right. It didn't feel good, didn't like it, obviously. Emotionally it felt bad besides the physical pain. But I was in a state of insecurity where I felt that, well, it's the best I'm going to get. He was my first boyfriend. No one else ever wanted to date me before that, so I figured no one else ever would, so this is it. This is the best it gets. And you know what? I'm not that great looking, I'm not that smart, or so I thought. So I thought I deserved it. Well, not necessarily deserved it. It's that, again, couldn't do any better. That's the best I was going to get. Wrong-o. Then I got to the point where the first phase was, well, if this is what love is, if this is the best it's going to get, I'm going worse because I'm not doing this anymore. And then it got to the point where, you know what? I do deserve better. I'm not that bad a person. Hi, Lou. If Lucy loves me. Hi, Lou. If Lou loves me, that's all that matters. And actually, at that time, I had 2 dogs that, you know what? That was the only love I needed. And I've got a beautiful family. And I learned that that's when I started observing more. It's like even people that we judge and assume that, wow, they're nothing special or whatever, but everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves respect and appreciation. So, and learning that, you know what, I had worked hard my whole life and studied and did well in school and things like that. And it's like, you know what, wasn't that attractive, but wasn't completely unattractive, and figured there's got to be somebody else out there, right? And then I've learned that for every one person who doesn't like you, there's hundreds that do. Everybody's different. So there's that out of the way, get that personal crap out of the way. So going back to that, so as soon as you start to appreciate yourself and understanding and truly loving who and what you are, that is when your soul aligns. And when we say that, it means balancing the human aspect, your human experience, with your soul's purpose and your soul connection to your physical being. Because it does become one. It's not necessarily separate, because it's part of the existence, part of this process here. So getting into that phase and finding, even if it takes a while, because some of us get so deep into our insecurities and our self-loathing because of fear or whatever. People have told us, someone tells you you're unattractive, or use more derogatory terms, I'm sure. How do you know that's true? That's their opinion. That's one person's opinion. And I'd say 95+% of you out there, when someone has said something negative to you and you voice that to someone who does care about you, a friend, family member, whatever, they say it's not true. They correct that. So say someone said something ugly to you, or says you're ugly, whatever. And then someone turns around and says, oh, that's crap, look at you. And they start pointing out specifics to prove otherwise, right? So we need to do that for ourselves. When someone says something isn't right about you, physical appearance, thoughts, opinions, viewpoints, whatever, look at yourself and think, is that true? It's not. Is it Byron Katie? That's one of her things. It's like, is it true? That you ask yourself that each time there's some kind of doubt, until you get to the point where it's like, oh, I guess it is true, or it's not true. Someone says you're unattractive. Well, I've got a big scar on my nose. Don't care. But I'll get compliments on maybe my hair or my eyes at certain times. It's all about balance. It's all in alignment. And besides, what is it? It's superficial. And the core, it's all irrelevant, especially the physical aspects. But in this realm, it is important to some people. But when we learn to appreciate the flaws, if you scroll down, you'll find, I did do a video on that, what if your worst aspect, your biggest flaw is your greatest gift? So it comes right back down to that, and learning to love that. I love my little scar because it reminds me of why I'm here, and that I am here to enjoy this realm with all its fun and funky and chaotic and amazing and crazy and whatever. We're here to enjoy this world. People talk about it being a school down here on Earth. The human experience is a school, it's an education. Well, yes and no, but it's meant to be an amusement park. It's supposed to be fun. And we're supposed to love each other and enjoy each other and learn from that and share that and help others struggling to lift up. So to start with you. It all starts here. Love yourself so that you can love others, because when you appreciate yourself and see the beauty within, you see the beauty without. You see that beauty in other people that maybe you didn't notice before. So focusing on that, start a list of what you appreciate about yourself. Again, it's not conceit, it's not ego. It's aligning your soul and appreciating this creation that is, the creation that is you, and sharing that with the world. And the little hummingbirds come in to join us. Oh, I thought it was going to come over. That would have been cool. So pay attention to that. Love yourself this week so that you can love others. And have a beautiful week.